copied to the clipboard. It is Saturday morning, and we're having some fun. Come and join us while we play a Star Wars game. While I'm singing the songs because I feel a little weird right now. Hello, my friends. Going live with Going Nerdy at here. We post that. Send now. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, my friends. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm doing pretty well. Life is grand. Look at that. I got Zam Wessel up to Relic 2. Very excited about that. I'm still grinding away at my what's his face. Who does that guy think he is? He's I forgot. Dude, Sith Eternal Emperor. Still grinding away at that. Now let's take a look at how I've played so far. I was able to win the last round. I gotta say, guys, I was dropped down. I lost too many rounds in the last kyber. So they dropped me to kyber 3? I don't know. But I held them off. I put C up front. Now, again, my C doesn't have an ultimate, so he is beatable, but you gotta have the right team. My last opponent, he did not necessarily have the right teams. I put Qui-Gon up front. I put my bounty hunters up front. Now, I did have her I did have her payout, but not at the time. No, actually, at the time I did, but she was still relic or gear 10. So, you know, it is what it is. Then, yeah, so it was a full win. I did pretty well. It was one of those things where I knew that I wasn't going to be able to stream, so I just took my absolute time with it. But, you know, I did all right. He had his relics all over the place. Not relics, his GLs. 2 up here, and I believe there was 1 in the back row. Kylo kind of threw me for a bit. It was an interesting team. It worked well, but I just got hosed, right? Today, Inyak, Baron Administrator. I'm glad he was able to take the time out. He has got a much better executor than I do. So let's look at his inventory. His ships are good. I'm curious what he'll do with it. His skill rating is about the same as mine. But he has 0 GLs. Now, I don't want that to, like, throw anyone off, because look at his teams, though. I'm actually seriously impressed with this guy, because while he has 0 GLs, look at how many Relic 7 characters he has. He has quite a few. And he has quite a few that are legit up there, right? So GL is like the last thing I think this guy has on his mind. I'm a wee bit nervous, but I will say he has no fluffy bottom, right? And one of the great things about being me is I have a very fluffy bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. As always, while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to update. Not update. I don't want to update anything right now in the game. But I'm going to bring up all of the teams that I know I'm going to be facing on Swagga.gg. If you guys aren't using this, then I highly suggest. Now, I'm actually really interested in this. He's got a Dash Rindar. I mean, he's gear, he's relic, he's star 3, but I mean, he's relict. He's got everything up. He's got his Zeta on him. This will be an interesting team. I've actually never gone up against a Dash Rendar. But I really mad props to this opponent, because I love that he has followed his kind of like, you can tell that he's farming for what he wants, right? And that's not something that I think a lot of people tend to do. I know that it's easy to get in the trap of, let's see, Newt, to get in the trap of like, I've got to get these guys because, you know, they're the ones that, you know, counter these guys. And I mean, he has good teams. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this is interesting. He's got Beskar Mando Relic 7. I mean, that's a crazy team, right? I don't see that very often. But I'm pretty stoked to actually see this play out. So, at the bottom, let's go ahead and let's start with our Night Sister team. Mother Talzin. Let's see. I've got a few different ones here. I'm gonna go Palpatine. Big Papa Palps. I'm gonna do a Palpatine. I'm sorry, but I'm really not. Where did I put my Palps? Empire. Now I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited. Oh, you know what? I don't have. Well, let's see. I might be able to do that. Nah, screw it. I'm gonna go with my my first open. I'll still be Empire, but I'll go with the Veer's team. And where is he? Piet. I'm excited to see second sister into the game, and I'm excited to know what that means for all of this. I mean, clearly it means that we're gonna get Grand Inquisitor. I mean, Grand Inquisitor has to show up. And granted, even though he wasn't in, what do you call it? He wasn't in the butt nuggets. He wasn't in Jedi Fallen Order. He's the Grand freaking Inquisitor. I mean, come on now. He's clear. Let me go ahead and take out her. Let me go back to old Daka. Old Daka. I'm excited. Like, I'm flat out stoked to see where this goes. This might have been overkill. It, in fact, was overkill. But you know what? Overkill's better than underkill every day of the week, right? You can't kill something enough sometimes. Zombies, for sure, right? I don't remember who was saying this. I was looking through my comments earlier, just before I started going live. Let's get rid of Mother Talzin. Let's go up to Newt. And I gotta say, I love Zombie. Someone was commenting on like, oh, you know, I think she's gonna be good. I'm gonna unlock her, and like, that's dope. Like, that's really super exciting, because like, Night Sister Zombie is still a great character, even though they've changed her and like the whole paper zombie. If you weren't there for that fiasco, it was a whole thing. Let's see. But Zombie is still one of those very useful characters that I absolutely love. Okay, I'm not going to use him just yet. I really don't want to use CLS, but I think I'm going to. I'm actually really excited where the game is right now. You know, it's PvP's never been my my strength because I just come on here and goof off. You guys know that. I'm not super great at the game. I just like having fun. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take out Wat Tambor. Let's see. Let's go after. No, let's take out him. Some big old hits. Jibooba. He's back. No, he's blinded and dead before he can do any real damage. Gotta love that. Let's throw that on. Take out the droid. Shablamo. Alright. Yep, he's still got... Okay, and I gotta stop taking down his turn meter while he has that thing on. Boom! Shakalaka! Oh, did you hear that? Man, that was like every bone in my body. Just like... Whew. It was like, good morning! That's a good anti-disestablishmentarianism. This is why I should always look at my stuff. I've used the 2 teams that I have. Let's go to the Mandalorian real quick. Alright, I'm looking up here. I freaking love that he's got the armor that high. I don't even have the armor fully geared, fully unlocked. Like 7-star, don't have it. Oh, but luckily he doesn't have. I'm gonna use a full First Order team. It looks like I can do just. What's up, Aldry? How's it going, man? I'm doing well. Looks like I can just use Kylo for this. But I'm thinking... I'm going... see, but I want to use those. Let's just try Kylo. It's probably wrong. I might lose. Right? This is the risk that you run. Let's see. Let's put that down. He's got the whistling birds. Yeah, it's good to be, Aldry. It's good to be. It's a good day. It's a Saturday. I've got the day off. Apparently I got to take my daughter to a birthday party where I get to go swimming. You know, I was looking forward to doing anything else. I mean, but this will be fun. You know, it'll be one of those things where it's like, I'm that awkward dad at the party that's like, oh, you're here with your child. I'm like, yep, I might lose this. I don't care for this. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this. Well, balls. That sucks. I knew that I should have brought in the whole First Order. Well, you live and you learn. You make mistakes and you grow. Let's go back to Beskar Mando. You know what'll suck? If he beats me because of this. Alright, let's bring it back up. It looks like I can use kind of a hodgepodge of Jedi. Let's see. I don't have. Let's put him. And. Interesting. Yeah, I know, right? Beskar Mando, he's got the... I think the key here is is not Beskar Mando, that it's... Oh, attacks at 10. That's ace protection. I think the key here is armor. Let me see her unique. The allied protection, yeah. I don't know. That's an interesting one for sure. We'll come back to this. Let's come back to this. Let's jump up top and do some damage up there. I want to see Dash Rendar. Let's see. It looks like Dash Rendar, a good dash counter is Treya. It's an interesting one. All right. Well, let's go do Treya. Let's see what Treya's got. Now, my Treya is higher than all of his. Let's do this. Got a Relic 3 Treya. Let's see. Looks like I could probably do it with just the 3. I'm going to bring in the Trooper just in case. Let's get some extra tanking. Oh, Dash. Dash, what are you doing, man? I gotta throw... Let's see. I want Isolate on Dash, though. Let's put Inflict Tenacity down. She does have that. Man, I need to get him to stop attacking. Man, Dash, he's got that. He's got what they call the fire. Let's go ahead and put this on him. Okay, we have isolated Dash. Okay. Let's do some damage there. That was not nearly enough. But we're bringing him back from the dead. Or a preventative back from the dead. Because he gonna die. Like, almost 100% guaranteed. Oh, fine. I'll take out L337. I could have saved that. It might have been useful to save it. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and kill Vandor Chewie. Got my Vandor Chewie back there in the back. I've been thinking that I want to start. So you guys know I collect the Funkos. I've been thinking I want to start collecting specific sets and maybe saving up to collect the specific sets. And on a side note, this is also how people make money off of collectors like myself. They buy the thing and then they hold on to it for a long time. But I was thinking, I'm like, I've got quite a bit of the Rogue One team. I've got some of the solo characters that are out there. I really want to get all of the Phoenix. But the Phoenix team is super pricey. I saw a... What was it? I saw a, like, Hera for like $20. I was like, okay, I'm going to get that. And then I saw... Who was it? It was... so Hera was 20, but like Chopper was like 40. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, that's insane. You know. So, hence the saving. I'll have to save some money up. All right. Let's do... Oh, see, he's got a low team with this CLS. And I want to use my C, except now that I'm thinking about it, I put my C on defense, so I can't use my C. So let's go ahead and use... Hello, Rusty Jason! How are you, sir? Let's use Sith Empire. I'm going to use 4 instead of the full 5. This may come back to bite me in the butt, but we'll see. You know, getting bit in the butt's not a terrible thing. if you learn from it. Learn from your mistakes, obviously. Let's go ahead. Let's take out Chupio. Do some real damage to Chupio. Chupio's not happy about the damage dealt to him. Bring some of that life back. The life force. So I'm excited. So on a side note, guys, I am super excited for Tuesday when we go, ooh, doggy. I like that. When we do our blabbing about Boba Fett, or I don't know what we're gonna call this, like mulling over Mandalorian. I don't know. Paul's got something clever for us. I can't remember what it was, but I'm really excited about it. And I put a video out there. I do encourage you all to go and watch it if you're going to be showing the show on Tuesday. Because, like, I'm really stoked about this theory, and I really want to get it run past some of you guys and talk about it. The idea that this episode, and again, I don't want to, like, spoil anything, and I won't spoil anything, so don't you guys spoil anything. But this episode being entirely featuring The Mandalorian, and then, you know, not featuring even once Boba. So I don't think Nev's going to quit the show. I think there's a definite rage most likely coming. But, you know, we'll see. All right, so I've got these two. Who's a good Grievous counter? Oh, I need to check. I need to go to my back slot. Go back downstairs. See what he's got in the behind the back door, and then I'll check out. You know, he might, like, I think. I don't want. I'm not going to speak for him, but I'm also going to speak for him. I think, and I've got a feeling that Nev is probably along the same lines as maybe a lot of us, that we're just not sure what to expect anymore. It's kind of all over the place, right? And so it's kind of hard to know. I'm wondering if bounty hunters would be a good Veers counter. All I'm seeing is, like, Veers on Veers. What's up?
I want to show you something.
Okay, can't wait for a little bit. I'm in the middle of a live stream, sweetie.
I really want to show you.
Okay, I'll be right up.
Okay.
Okay? So keep playing. My little one's playing Disney Infinity. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was a fun game. I got it because it's, you know, it's world building and it's characters and stuff like that. But I enjoy it. And she plays it, and it's fun. Let's see. Oh man, I don't want to use, but I'm going to. All right, let's do this. This is probably the wrong team. I'm sure it is. What's up, cat? I got my cat coming in here. Let's go back. Let's just go with the Jedi. Let's bring up all the Jedi. Let's do him. All right. I liked it though. What are you doing, cat? Huh? Silly cat. Like, I liked it. I did. It's just so hard to know what to expect anymore, because it's all over the place, you know? Let's see. Let's throw down some ability block, except they already had ability block. All right, Veers is down. Let's go with Starch. He's got too much starch in his shirt. yeah, like I've enjoyed it so far. Like that's the thing is it is not what I expected. And I will say I am fully standing by the idea that this show is meant to be binged. It is not meant to be a one episode at a time style show, right? And but that's the way Disney Plus is doing it right now, and so they've got to act with what they're doing. Someone in Discord the other day was saying that if you watched episodes 1 through 4, it felt like a movie, right? Like the first part of a movie that you knew was going to have a second part. And if you look at it that way, then episode 5 feels like the start of the next movie, right? So I just took on Veers. Right now I'm going after the bounty. You know what? I'm wondering. And let's do. I'm gonna do bounty hunters versus this team. There's usually a 30-second delay, and so I'm sure as soon as I click start, Rusty Jason will come in with a no. Which is always fun. Yeah, let's do it. Just in time. Let's see if that's been about 30 seconds. Let's see what happens. I'm starting to think that maybe. All right, let's get that on. Oh, I should have. Yep, there's the no. No! Oh. Yeah, so I will say, like, I don't know if you guys saw the beginning. I did drop down from, I think I was at kyber 3 or 2. Now I'm at kyber 3. So I've dropped a whole kyber level, which makes these rounds a little more interesting. The top of the kyber level? I don't know how it works anymore. I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just having fun. Let's do this. Yeah. No, I figured as much. But can I get it? Alright. Oh, he's gonna get the butt nugget. You jerk. You jerk. Let's go ahead and kill him. Insta-death. But no, I do think that, like I said, this show is not meant to be watched 1 week at a time. It's meant to be binged, and I think when you binge it, I think the whole thing makes a lot more sense. That's definitely the vibe that I'm getting from the show so far. And when I look at it that way, I feel a whole lot better about this. Is an interesting combination. He is all over the place. Revan GL confirmed. I'm not sure that it was. Was it? I mean, unless I missed something. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do it for the crystals. And, like, I gotta say, like, I think I'm getting more crystals. Right? I mean, I got 750 crystals the other day for, like, winning. And I was like, what? You get crystals for winning? It's because I'm so terrible that I hadn't won in a while. This should do it. Let's go ahead and see. I don't think you're the only one. So, like, I think it all comes down to expectations. Right, Rusty Jason? I think if you went in expecting something, then it's possible that those expectations were not met, I know that a lot of people are like, oh, I was looking forward to seeing Boba Fett come in and be a total bad A and do a um, and do all of this stuff. And like the thing about it is like he's kind of been that. It's just in a different way than I think a lot of us have expected. Let's go ahead and get those off. Like in the fourth episode, when he gets the fire spray or when he gets Slave One, right? Let's call it what it is. When he gets Slave One, we've got this like him chasing down what quite possibly could be the wrong people. The biker gang, the real biker gang of Tatooine. The one that probably strikes fear into the hearts of people, not the ones that are like riding Megazords. But like you get that, and that's pretty dope, But like people are looking at it like, oh well, why is he in a bacta tank? Well, I mean, twice he was in the Sarlacc pit. Like, granted, once he was in full armor. The second time he went in with just clothes, right? And so the man needs some bacta, And so like I think, go Vespa Rangers. I had a Vespa once. I mean, it was an off-brand Vespa, like because I was a poor white college student. Couldn't afford the nice one, and so I got like the trashy 49 cc's. Could barely go up a hill after about a year. Of course, I never really gave it a tune-up, so that's probably what happened. But anyways, I've enjoyed it so far. It's been a lot of fun. But I think if you go in and expect to see him, taking revenge on everyone, that's not the story that he's going to have, So I don't know. I think that there's a lot of potential for this. But again, if you haven't caught the video that I made yesterday, like I was just blown away. Nice, 125. I was blown away by this theory that like this last episode was all about Boba becoming the Mandalore, even though we don't even see Boba in it. Now again, I won't, outside of that, I won't spoil anything else, and I apologize for even that much. Who is this guy? Hux. Right? Okay, Hux. What's a Hux counter? And then Cody. Oh, Commander Cody. Why is Cody not showing up? Like, I don't know. Like, I just really feel like they're spending a lot of time building this lore, and I think they're bringing a lot of that lore from old canon. Like I'm really excited to see where it goes. 100% honest. I'm stoked for it. I am. But it's one of those things we're just gonna have to. We'll have to see. Warren, I like the new GAC too. I think it's a lot more. I'm not going up against people who are way better than me, but then again, I suck. And so I don't know. It's at this point I'm going up against people who I'm way better than as far as like stuff goes. I don't know. Yeah, so exactly. That's my point here. Like I'm thinking with like they're bringing him back in. He trained he trained what's her face? Jaina to fight Jason or Cadus, right? And so You know what? Screw this. I'm just going to go first order. My first order is better than his. It's a full match. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So, like, yeah, I think honestly, I think that's what they're doing, is they're bringing all of that stuff in. Let's take that off. Let's do a little killing. Let's go ahead and stun him. I will say this is the thing that I like about. Now I don't know if they're gonna bring in Jason or Jaina. I could see Jason or Jaina being brought in. I do think they're bringing in the Yuuzhan Vong. I almost am certain that that's where they're going with it. Is we're gonna see the Yuuzhan Vong. I think that's Thrawn, right? The whole Thrawn setup is, I think, focusing on the Yuuzhan Vong. If you haven't read the new Thrawn trilogy, do it. It's amazing. Let's see. Cody. Man, Cody's got a lot of... Who does he have? What is he... His leadership ability. Living clones. I mean, I feel like this one should be an easy one, but... If they do, Mara and Kyle need to be in the event. Mara Jade. JKL needs to be reskinned. I could see that. Let's do our palps. Let's bring in this guy. And Death Trooper. I think there's a lot of fun, as far as Swugga goes, I think there's a lot of fun stuff on the way. Like, I'm really excited for the future of this game. Because fun things are happening, in my mind. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking there's some cool stuff on the horizon. Probably didn't need all of these guys. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and kill her. Namade, my friend. Oh yeah, Ryan. Those books are phenomenal. I need to do a video just on the books. I need to break it down series by series. Towards the end of last year, I re-listened to, and I know that people are like, "Oh, listening's not the same." You know, listening is not the same as reading. You're right. You don't get the same level of like intellectual stimulation from it, 100%. But if you're just doing it for entertainment value, in my mind, listening to a book's better than watching TV. You know. But I was listening to Thrawn Treason, which is a great story, by the way. If you've never read it, it's wonderful. It takes place roughly about the time that here, I know I'm gonna miss it, so let me bring up the GAC, the Galactic Republic. Yeah, I did miss it. He was right there in front. I won't spoil the thing, but it brings up roughly the time right before the finale in what's it called? In Rebels. And what I love about that is there's a back and forth between Thrawn and I don't know, the Thrawn and the Emperor that never actually gets taken care of. So there's an open-ended question as to what's going on with Thrawn, kind of a thing, and it is so good. And I will say again, listening, like I know that like when you're reading a book, you create your own story, you put all that stuff in your own head, and it's wonderful. Like it is, it's great. Like right now, I'm reading here. Let me show you the series. I shared this with my class. It is the Resident Evil stories. Now, I will not play Resident Evil. I value my sleep too much. Resident Evil was the thing as a kid that got me freaked out about zombies. I've worked through it with therapists aplenty, and like I no longer fear the zombie horde. Having said that, I don't want to re-fear the zombie horde. I don't want to be afraid of the zombie horde again. And so I'm going to just read and not listen to the books or not play the games. I'm going to bring in Padme as my fourth. I don't think I need her for this, but just in case. But like, yeah, you know, listening is great. What I love about listening though, especially with Thrawn, is they put so much time and attention into. Let's do this. I'm gonna send it. Oh nope, can't do that. I was gonna send it to Padme and then give the. Let's go ahead and use this, and then get the thing. But I forgot that's just a Jedi thing. But what I love about it though is with Thrawn, the work, the voice acting is just so good. It's just amazing. And do I have Zombie Relic and do I like her? Yes and yes. I have a Relic 5 zombie and I think she's great. I use her in the Sea Pit with I forget, who do I use her with? It's with, I think, Kylo. No, not Kylo. I use her with Vader? I can't remember which team I actually use her with, but I use her with one team, and it's an effective team. Like, so I do like Zombie. I think she's a great investment. Maybe not the first thing I would put on someone, but definitely one that is worthwhile. But yeah, like if you've not listened to Thrawn, it's so good. So good. But yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's great. Yeah, some zombies aren't all bad, right? I get that. I'm fully aware. No, hold on. I'm gonna struggle here. Let's bring up the rebels. Who do I have left? Boom. Shablamo. I might have to use all of my ingenuity to beat this team. Let's do this. Yeah, the voice actor for... Yeah, he's so good. Yeah, it's just another form of art. That's a great way to look at it. It's just another way to connect with literature of some form, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a different approach, right? Now, what is interesting about an audiobook is typically you'll get an audiobook, they'll get some, I guess, update as to how or why or what. Let's see. Let's bring back. Oh, that's right, because... No, he's back. Percentages. Boom. Shakalaka. No, there he goes. So yeah, like I like it. I really do. I don't really make, you know, like I will say that, like I said, audiobooks are, you know, not for everyone. Not everyone's going to appreciate them. But oh, this one, so good. So good. But yeah, I think I think that they're bringing a lot of stories from old canon back, and I think not Thrawn. I think Thrawn's will be tweaked a little bit, um, but Boba's. I think Boba's will be heavily relied upon. You know. All right. So now I'm not. I was a little worried when I brought this team in. I was like, I'm not going to be able to clean this up, but I think I can do it. Yep. But yeah, I will say I'm a little disappointed in the books that have been coming out lately, like because they've been slow. Not that the books have been in and of themselves slow. But they're focusing a lot on the High Republic, and like that's fine. It's not my favorite thing. Um, in fact, it's one of my least favorite things as far as all of canon goes. But you know, like I want more like I don't know, not High Republic. And again, it's not bad. It's just like and I will say this, like a lot of people are like, oh, it's the High Republic and it's not good and it's the writing's fine. Like to be honest, like if you're upset with the High Republic, and this is just my opinion, but if you're upset with the High Republic, it's you're upset with the concept of the High Republic. I think that it has less to do with it actually being the high. It's just the High Republic, the concept of it. Like, are you satisfied with what they've done with Star Wars? Like here's the thing. I just finished the last book, Falling Stars or Fallen Star or whatever it's called. Um, Again, not phenomenal, but it's a good Star Wars story. You know, like here, let's do this. Let's put a stun. Boom on that guy. Let's go ahead and finish off that fella. A lot of people were upset with The Rock. You know, not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but The Rock in the story. His name is Geode, and he's just a rock. That's it. They call him a Ventian, and apparently that's a thing. You know, Claudia Gray thought it would be funny to have a character that has no lines and no real point. But the way that I look at it is a comedic tool used to kind of like help things out. It also acts as kind of a Deus Ex Machina in certain situations, like Deus Ex Gravel. I don't know. In certain situations, and like again, it's not a bad character. It's just odd at times, and it can throw you off, right? But again, I think if you want to be upset with it, you're gonna be, right? You'll find a reason for it. Yeah, and Ryan, I'm right there with you. Like I've been reading him because I like reading Star Wars, right? And so for me, it's been a real challenge because it is hard to get into. It is hard to care about some of the characters that I've never heard about before, and they'll mention Yoda, and it's like, okay, well, tell me about Yoda. Don't just don't necessarily rely on the need for a Yoda to be in it. You don't have to. But like what they do is they'll mention that Yoda exists or that Yoda's a thing, and then they'll talk about how he has these characteristics or these connections with these people, but then they don't bring him in. They don't have any conversation with Yoda. Now, what'll be interesting is the High Republic video game, the Eclipse. One of the things that I think is so interesting about this is if you look at the other stories, if you look at the other eras of the galaxy, you always had a video game or you had something that kind of connected or helped build that time period up. And right now we don't have that with the High Republic. Now we're getting it. That's what Star Wars Eclipse is going to be. but like it's not out yet, and they've waited a long time to release it. And I think that probably hasn't been the best thing, to be honest, because again, you don't have something that now if the game bombs, if the game's terrible, then it's gonna be a tragedy. Like it'll be a dumpster fire, and so the game's got to be really good for this to play out, you know. And so I'm fingers crossed hoping it looks amazing. Like it looks like a really fun game. But you know, we'll have to wait and see. I'm stoked for it. Like I'm crazy excited for that game. But I mean, we'll see. And yeah, it is kind of one of the reasons why I keep reading. It introduces a lot of different aspects of the Jedi. I mean, part of the other reason I keep reading is there's this concept in the High Republic. There's a group of pirates. Now, you guys know I love pirates. Pirates is probably the wrong word for them. Marauders, villains, I don't care. But they're called the Nihil. Okay? Now, I just give this feeling that it's Nihil, right? And it's clearly short for Nihilus. I mean, I can't be the only one that sees that. And I have this feeling that they're going to bring Nihilus back into canon, right? That they're going to make his character someone who keeps coming back, right? I mean, if that's the case, if they're being led by the Sith that is Nihilus, that's pretty freaking dope in my mind, right? I would be very excited for that. Now, let me show you this. Let me wrap this up. Looks like I have one loss down at the bottom. One loss here. He put most of his best teams on defense. And again, he does not have any GLs, right? So my hope is that this front line holds pretty well, right? If he attacks at all. But again, if they're gonna if they bring back a character, right? If they bring anyone back, I'm really hoping that it's Nihilus, because that would, I think, breathe new life into that era, right? So, as always, let me finish off by telling you where I am in my farm. So I just this morning was able to get Arc Trooper up to Relic 6. Once Arc Trooper is Relic 7, I'm moving on to Echo. Not Echo Bad Batch Echo, OG Echo. Now, part of the reason why I'm doing this, not just for... Ooh, sorry, my rock star's coming back up on me. Not just for kicks and giggles, I absolutely suck at unlocking Cam. I don't always get them, and so I feel the better that my first order 501st are, the better off I'm going to, you know, perform, right? I can make mistakes and not be as bad. Let's see, I just don't trust them to have any real structure with their storytelling. Nothing from the books other than a character or two from the original Claudia Gray series. That's the other thing I like reading. I do enjoy Claudia Gray's work. I'm also farming Finnick Shand. I did get the monthly calendar, so I should be able to unlock her completely by the time the calendar is up. Let me take a look real quick. Where is it? Is it allies? No, it's inbox. Here we are. Daily login rewards. Finnick Shan. So I've got 5, 10, 20, another 40 coming. I've been slowly grinding her out. So by the end of the month, I will, if I don't keep farming, I will have her at least 6 star. My goal is to have her between 6 and 7. So like 50 left of Finnick. Once Finnick is 7-star, then I'll go ahead and I'll unlock her completely. I'll bring her up to a relic. Probably start with relic 3, see where that goes. I will be spending a lot of my time on Boba Fett, Scion of Django. We'll see what happens there. But after that, I'm going to go for Wrecker. I'm going to finish Wrecker off because not just for the character, not just for Wrecker, but I also want that ship. Wrecker should take me a couple weeks once I get started back on him. And so that'll be fun. I'm farming Omega because why not? There's nothing else to farm on ships at the moment. So, but it's a slow go, you know, because she's 20 credits or 20 energy, and that's rough. Cam, I've got him just so I don't forget about him. But really what it comes down to is it's where am I putting my relics? Where am I putting my my stuff? Right now, as far as my energy goes, this is where my energy is going. The Emperor's Shuttle and the Hyena Bomber. Because I still need the ultimate. I am 4 away, and it takes... The way that I farm, it takes forever to unlock this ultimate. What I should be doing is all 3 refreshes on the energy, throwing it all on dark side energy, then 3 additional refreshes. I have the crystals for it. I'm just not wanting to spend the crystals on it. Right? The idea of a rising tide raises all ships. I'd rather have all of my ships go, all of my characters go up. But then, one of the things... Oh, what did I do? I just moved some stuff. But then, what I'm hoping to do is spend a little more time getting these characters up here who don't need this. Right? Between the two, I almost always have more of the other one. But fewer characters actually require the other one to get them to... Whoops. I'll be right up, sweetie. Few of the characters require the other one. Do you want to come be on the internet with me? Okay. Anyways, guys, that's where I am. Let me round this out. You guys have a great day. I have an adorable little girl that I need to go spend some time playing video games with. Have a great weekend, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Good luck on your GACs. I will most likely stream tomorrow. Catch us on Tuesday as we talk about episode 5 of the Book of Boba Fett. See where everything goes. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. Remember to smile and stay